Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Let's talk about why you need to just do it. So we have a lot of things that we think about doing, right? When it comes to becoming successful, getting a certain result, right? And a lot of the times when we think that it's not possible, when we think that other people are going to judge us, when we think that we're so important, that people are paying attention to us, right? That people are constantly observing us and, interested in every little thing that we do. That is typically what stops people from starting that YouTube channel, from approaching that girl, from doing something out of the ordinary, right? And a lot of times, it can be fear. It can create a lot of fear, and it can create a lot of resistance to doing the thing, right? But I want to tell you guys that and inspire you guys to just do whatever it is that you have plans for, right? Even if it fails, or even if it's not something that you think you might do long term, I urge you to just do it, because one thing that you want to conquer is your fear of judgment from others and your fear of failure. I think those are some of the things that really trip up a lot of people and prevent people from doing the right thing. Is, we just sit there and constantly are thinking about what other people are gonna think of us. Like, guys, it's so funny, but I started my YouTube channel in 2018, right? So I was still in high school. I was a junior, and I was like, you know what, man, I know some people might find out about me at my school, right, and might judge me and might say I'm weird, might disagree with something I have to say. But at the end of the day, right, it doesn't matter, because you have to remember everything is temporary. So if you're in high school, right, like for me, my mindset was, hey man, I'm only here for another year and a half, right? So regardless of whatever these people think about me, they're all going to be gone, right? And I would rather start, right, and face criticism or judgment from other people, and then start early and develop my skill set, right? Because it's never a better time to start now, right? And some people can make the excuse, oh, I'm too young, I'm inexperienced, I don't have the wherewithal, I don't have the knowledge, right? Or whatever it is that whatever excuse you come up with to not do the thing, or whatever your mind generates to prevent you from failure or criticism of others. But at the end of the day, guys, like, you're never going to be completely safe from other people's opinions, right? Because even if you work a regular job, right, and you have some things that you want to propose to your team, or you have certain ways of managing a team, people are still going to judge you. People are still going to criticize you. I know people at my job right now that talk shit about me, right? And it's okay, because at the end of the day, those people don't matter anyway. And I'm not free of that either. I'm guilty of that as well. I talk shit about other people, right? I'm getting better at being more mindful of it, so I can, reserve myself, right, and not be a part of the toxicity. But at the end of the day, we all judge, we all criticize, right? No matter how pious you want to claim yourself to be, or no matter how religious you are, doesn't matter if you're Christian, Muslim, Hindu, we all freaking judge, right? We're humans, right? So whatever it is that you want to start, right, whatever it is that you want to embark on and start to work on every day, I urge you to start, right? And don't worry about what other people are how others are going to perceive you, or how other people are going to look at you. Like, it's just, I'm out here right now, and there's probably people looking at me right now, but am I going to prevent that from me sitting here and communicating to people and possibly changing someone's life? No, I'm not. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what people think, right? When I leave this park here in a few minutes, all of these people are going to be gone, right? And at the end of the day, the only people that are still going to be here, you guys watching this video, right? Because I uploaded it, right? And these people aren't going to probably see it. I mean, they might, but you guys get my point. So whatever it is, and there was a time in my life a couple years ago when I really wanted to just face my fear of asking girls out, or asking for a girl's number, and I did it, right? I did it a couple times, right? And some of those girls didn't work out, but at the end of the day, right, if you never ask, or you never try, whether it's a girl, whether it's a YouTube channel, whether it's a business idea, If you never try, how are you gonna ever know, right? If you don't open your mouth and say something, right? You don't have to be like a pickup artist, but you know, if you want a girlfriend or you want a relationship, right? And you want, you know, human connection, right? If you're a guy, bro, you gotta say something. You gotta speak up. If you see a girl you like at work, don't let the harassment shit, sexual harassment shit prevent you from asking a girl out, right? That's fear, right? Now, is there a possibility that it could happen? Yes, but let's be honest, guys. You're not gonna get fired for asking a girl out, right? So, I mean, obviously, if you keep pressing on, of course, you might get in trouble. But my biggest thing is that a lot of you guys are so concerned about what other people are thinking about you. And here's the truth, too. Most people don't really give a damn about you. You'd be surprised how many people actually care about what you're doing, right? Like, we think our world is so public, and we think that everyone's kind of concerned about us or trying to nitpick us or trying to get in our business, or we're afraid that someone's going to do something to harm us. But in reality, no one really cares. If you're not harming anybody, right, then you can do whatever you want. If you're doing nothing immoral or illegal, you can do anything you want. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about starting something or thinking about doing something that's not ordinary. Just remember, it doesn't matter really what these people think, because at the end of the day, right, if you let people's judgments prevent you from doing the thing you want, well, then you're just going to be a follower, right? And that's what we have. We have a lot of people that are not willing to do something different. They're not willing to speak their mind, and they're not willing to go out there and like just shake shit up a little bit, right? Like, bro, approaching a girl, there's nothing really crazy about that, right? Like, that's something that we like think is so like scary, or we prop up to be as so like out of the ordinary, when it's like really like it's just a one-on-one interaction for like a minute, and then guess what, you're done. You're no one else in that situation is thinking about you, right? So don't get too overwhelmed by how others are going to look at you, and don't be afraid to stand out and face some criticism, right? Like, you know, I've had times in high school where people would like look at my, like, say something to me about my YouTube channel, and they'd be like, you're crazy or you're weird, right? I mean, you know, they wouldn't sit there and like bully me constantly about it, but they say whatever they wanted to say. And at the end, it's like, dude, it doesn't matter what they say, because guess what? Are they here now, right? You know, there's a saying, if they're not going to be here in 5 years, then don't even give them 5 minutes, right? Don't give them 5 minutes of your mind. Don't even think about them, right? So a lot of us have a deep problem with expressing ourselves, expressing our true, authentic expression. And I think that if you can get over that and just do it, right, and realize like, hey, like, whatever criticism I'm gonna receive is just temporary, like everything's passing, right? So even if you approach a girl, right, and you get embarrassed or she rejects you, guess what? That moment's gonna pass, right? And those people might never see you again. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta not be afraid, right? Like, you just, I know the fear it's real, so it's easier said than done, right? Me sitting here preaching to you guys about just do it, just approach the girl, just start the YouTube channel, right? Just do the thing that you've been thinking about doing. But it's true, right? It's true that if you just jump, right, you'll get accustomed to whatever weather comes your way, and you'll be able to deal with it. You'll be able to deal with the criticism. You'll be able to deal with getting embarrassed by the girl. You'll be able to deal with her rejecting you, or her playing games with you. Or, you know, the opposite is also true. You will be able to deal with the success that comes your way. You got to think positive too at times. It's like, hey, like, yeah, if I start this YouTube channel, people will criticize me in my life, but guess what? There might be someone across the globe that needed this video. Maybe they were thinking about killing themselves, and just my inspirational talk and just sharing my life story or sharing my experience with something prevented them from doing that. So it's a win, right? And then, you know, if you approach the girl, right, and she says yes to hang out with you, she becomes your girlfriend, she becomes a great wife, that's a W, right? So you know, you can't win if you don't play, right? And a lot of people are afraid to play the game of life. A lot of people are just going with the default setting of going to school, doing this, doing that, following people's following what everyone else is doing because it's scary to take a leap of faith. It's scary to quit your job. It's scary to start a business, right? It's scary to do these things. And hey man, it's not for everybody. So I mean, I'm not sitting here saying everyone is going to be able to do things that are scary, or everyone's going to be able to handle judgment the same way. Some people are so afraid of confrontation, or so afraid of being embarrassed, that they won't approach the girl, they won't start a business or put themselves in front of a camera and speak, right? I mean, you know, I would say I'm kind of in the middle. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm like afraid necessarily, but there's times where I'm self-conscious, or there's times where I'm like, damn, like I don't know what I'm gonna say. I don't know how, you know, I might think to myself like, this video sucks, or this video is just like I'm not able to communicate effectively, I'm not able to express myself the way I want, and then that'll prevent me. But at the end of the day, you just got to do the thing, because you'll never get good at it, or you'll never get the result if you don't try. So I want to urge you guys to just do it. Just do the thing that you've been thinking about, and I can promise you, if you stay doing it, if you stay you know, if you stay comfortable being uncomfortable, then eventually you're gonna live outside of the norm, and eventually you're going to experience the life that you want, and that's what we all desire deep down. So yeah guys, that's it. That's all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. If you guys have any questions, comments, leave them down below, and as always, I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.